Hey friends! Today's video is a journey into the world of chronic fatigue syndrome, also known as CFS, a topic often shrouded in mystery. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and join our community. We've got a lot to uncover together. What is chronic fatigue syndrome? Imagine being constantly exhausted regardless of how much rest you get. This is the reality of an estimated 17 to 24 million people worldwide who suffer from CFS. It is a non-discriminatory condition that affects people of all ages, including children. Yes, even the young people that appear to have unending supply of energy can succumb to this constant fatigue. However, it goes beyond simply being exhausted. CFS is a severe, chronic condition that affects all body systems equally. It can disrupt the normal functioning of various bodily functions, making it challenging to perform even the most basic everyday tasks. Think about it. Simple daily chores like brushing your teeth, getting out of bed and preparing breakfast become extremely difficult. Despite the widespread nature of this condition, there are still many misconceptions about it. But today, we're going to reveal the unexpected truth of chronic fatigue syndrome. Let's debunk the myths and misconceptions about CFS. There are many misconceptions about CFS and it is often misdiagnosed. Myth: CFS is just a fancy term for laziness. Fact: CFS is a serious, chronic illness characterized by severe exhaustion that doesn't improve with rest and worsens with physical or mental exertion. It's not just feeling tired after a long day. It's a severe, unending fatigue that makes small tasks seem difficult. Myth: CFS is all in the sufferer's head. Fact: although the exact cause remains unknown, research shows it may involve changes in the brain and immune system. This isn't a mental disorder and can't be overcome by mere willpower. It is a physical condition that requires medical attention. Myth: it is an uncommon illness. Fact: it is estimated that millions of people worldwide suffer CFS. However, many cases remain untreated because of lack of awareness. How is CFS diagnosed? There isn't a single test for it. Doctors utilize a set of diagnostic criteria which includes complete medical history, physical examination and ruling out other medical conditions that produce similar symptoms. The most distinguishing sign of CFS is post-exertional malaise, which is the worsening of symptom following mental or physical exertion. Unrefreshing sleep, cognitive difficulties and persistent discomfort are typical complaints. These myths must be debunked because they contribute to the stigma and ignorance that many people with CFS encounter. These myths result in lack of support and discrimination at work, schools and social settings. CFS is a real and serious illness and those suffering from it deserve understanding and support. By sharing accurate information, we can assist to ensure that people with CFS receive the care and compassion required. So, how does it feel to have CFS? Imagine waking up feeling as if you've raced a marathon while having just slept for 8 hours. That's the reality for many people suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome. Think about Sarah. She is a 35-year-old mother of 2 who used to be a runner. She finds it difficult to muster the energy to walk her children to school these days. She still manages to find joy in her everyday life despite her exhaustion. She has learned to pace herself, allowing herself time to relax each day, and has found solace in a supporting community of those suffering from CFS. Then there's James, a 50-year-old business owner. He used to work for long hours enjoying the hustle and bustle of the business. When CFS struck, he was compelled to take things slowly. He's had to delegate more responsibilities and realized that he can't accomplish things as he used to. Despite this, James remains positive, concentrating on his strengths rather than his weaknesses. Many people recall being dismissed as merely being lazy or tired. There's also Laura, a college student who frequently misses lectures as a result of this condition. She has had to deal with criticism from her peers and lecturers who are unfamiliar with her condition. Laura is tenacious. She's figured out how to advocate for herself by teaching those around her about CFS, and she's also found method to continue her studies despite her health issues. These are just few of the numerous people that suffer from CFS. Each person's story is unique, but they have one thing in common, which is tenacity in the face of adversity. These stories highlight the resilience of those living with CFS as well as the need for more awareness. While there is currently no cure for chronic fatigue syndrome, scientists are working hard to find one. Imagine a world where CFS is better understood. Scientists all over the world are looking into various aspects of this medical condition, from its causes to its potential remedies. They are deciphering the puzzle that is CFS by investigating the intricate linkages between the immune system and endocrine system. One potential line of enquiry is on the involvement of viral infections in the onset of CFS. Certain viral infections have been linked in several studies to the onset of CFS. This has led to a new line of research with scientists now looking for antiviral therapies that could potentially ease the symptoms of CFS. Likewise, the role of inflammation in CFS is an important topic of research. Some inflammatory markers in the blood have shown to be higher in persons with CFS, indicating a continuous inflammatory process. This has led to the investigation of anti-inflammatory medications as prospective therapies. Researchers are also investigating the effectiveness of cognitive behavioral therapy and graded exercise therapy in the treatment of CFS symptoms. These therapies attempt to help people cope with their symptoms and progressively raise their activity levels, thereby increasing their quality of life. Further research into the genetic causes of CFS is underway. Scientists are analyzing the genome of people who have CFS in order to find any genetic characteristics that might predispose an individual to the disorder. This could open the door for more personalized treatments in the future. While we wait for a cure, it's important to focus on managing symptoms and improving quality of life for those with CFS. This is the motto that both patients and healthcare professionals use when dealing with CFS. It's a battle fought on two fronts: finding a cure while living with the condition's reality. And every step forward in research brings us closer to victory. Spreading awareness about CFS is crucial in improving the lives of individuals who are affected. Chronic fatigue syndrome, or CFS, is more than just being fatigued. It's a complicated, misunderstood disorder that can have a significant influence on someone's life. Those who have not experienced it firsthand, however, are typically unaware of its existence. It is critical to understand this condition. It implies accepting that you are dealing with a terrible fatigue that won't go away with rest. It's about recognizing the symptoms, which range from memory issues and headaches to joint pain and insomnia. It is important to share this information. It's all about pulling CFS out of the shadows and into the light. It's about developing empathy and understanding, rather than disbelief and dismissal. By working together, we can help break down the stigma surrounding CFS and making a difference in the lives of those affected. Finally, keep in mind that CFS is more than just fatigue. It's a serious, debilitating condition that can impact on every part of a person's life. It's a condition that deserves our attention, our understanding, and our compassion. However, it is a manageable condition, and with the continuing research and awareness, we can hope for advancement in diagnosis, treatment, and support. Let's not forget the personal stories we've heard, the people living with CFS who have been brave enough to share their experiences. Their stories are a reminder that behind every case of CFS is a person, a life, a story. And those stories are important because they give a voice to the voiceless. They shed light on the often unseen struggles of living with CFS. And they remind us that every person's experience with CFS is unique. Remember, your voice is important. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, spread the word, and together, we can make a difference for those living with chronic fatigue syndrome.